Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Hutan Pantai. The day has come again that when the rice needs harvesting, so I'm gonna set this off. Of course I'm gonna let the worker do the job and I'm gonna cart the grain off the fields when they need carting off the fields. Okay. And I need to provide the grain carting equipment, which means that I will have to take my lizard dragon and get it next to the field. Good. And in the meantime, while this is going on, I will start cutting down some more trees. Just to make things a bit easier, I was thinking about removing the shrubs in the forest because it's quite difficult to see where certain branches are and stuff like that. So yeah, let me show you what I mean. You can see these bushes. I am looking at the bushes and I can't see anything that's in the bushes. So I think I will remove the bushes. Okay, so what tool should I use to remove this? Probably not the trees, but plants, yes. Yeah, like this. At least the big bushes. Because I want to be able to see what I'm doing, so I will, yeah, let me make this a bit bigger. Oh yeah, all right. I know that this kind of destroys the immersion. Look, but that's exactly what I mean. I forgot logs over here because I simply did not see them. So yeah, the bushes have to go. I was thinking of clearing these bushes with what's it called? The mulcher. But I guess I'm gonna do it with the paint tool. Clear the forest out. Again, I know this is not the most pleasant way to go about it. But since I wanna get this done in as clean of a manner as possible, I think I'm gonna take this route. Did I clear that? Yes, I have. There is one thing that I kinda miss in painting tool for FS25 is that you can't really put these plants on the ground, these I don't know how I should say, but little shrubs. You can put some big bushes, but small shrubs and stuff like that you can't put down. Some ferns and stuff like that. Okay, looking good. So I'll probably take quite a lot of time taking all these trees down and getting them ready to be loaded. And yeah, you can see the branches here. You can't put them down via any tool or ferns like this. There is no or ferns like this actually. I kind of miss this, you know, because if you would make a pond and stuff like that, this would come in quite beautifully. In any case, let me get cutting and I'll tag back in when I have to unload the rice harvester. And yeah, because these trees all need cutting up and it's really awkward to watch in a time lapse, so I'm gonna do it off screen. There seems to be time to empty out the harvester. Man, it's going fast. Stop. Stop. Okay, I guess I'm gonna empty out in reverse. So something seems amiss, because I remember that I had to empty out the rice harvester before the field was completely done, and this one is basically completely done. Just a tiny little bit left on the edges. So I will say there's something seems to be amiss. Harvested, well, it doesn't really show the yield expectancy. In any case, I'm gonna go around here and then move to the lower field. I feel like I'm progressing quite nicely with the trees. I'm gonna show you in a minute or so. So you can see how the progress is progressing. But yeah, it really feels like the yield is lower than it was previously. But I can't say for sure if that's true or not. Alright, so 24 liters of rice was harvested from the headland, and let's put the worker on here. Let me jump out and see the expected yield. Yield bonus -5. So I guess there is a malus of some sort. Okay, well, there's nothing I can do about it. It's probably part of that mod that I downloaded, the extreme weather, because there are some droughts and stuff like that. But this is the carnage I have done so far. And I'm gonna continue cutting into the forest. So yeah, maybe, I'm not completely sure if I'm gonna take care of all this. I might just do this part and extend the field right here, and then round it up back on the other side. I haven't yet decided about that yet, but you know what, while we're here, why don't I take the telehandler and start loading up what has been cut already. And I was thinking that some of the branches are so small, it would be better to actually grind them up into wood chips or chip them up. Yeah, that might be a better course of action. Okay. So how are we looking? I'm gonna first try and take these big logs onto the trailer. I hopefully can lift them. That's... yeah, okay, easily. I wasn't sure at first if this is all gonna fit into the... or it's gonna be in lifting capacity. Okay, and the next one is that birch tree right there. But before I do that, why don't I try and load some of these logs up. The branches, not logs actually. Okay, let me do this in a time lapse. Yeah, something definitely isn't right. It might be that I am trying to harvest while it's raining, because this field only give us 859 liters, not even that. Yeah, okay, harvesting while it rains reduces yield. Oh, I did not account for that. So how much yield does it cost if you harvest while it's raining? Do we have any information about that? Probably not. And of course, the rice that I left in this truck should also acquire some damage. But let's pretend this didn't happen. And let's dump everything into the grain mill. Right, in any case, I'm gonna go back to the tree cutting and I will probably take down 3 or 4 more trees, load them up and take them to the sawmill. Because I believe I will not have to do much more in order to clear this field enough. As you can see, I have cleared this part, so I'm gonna go up to here. So this ridge is gonna be the border. I guess there's not many trees left at the moment to cut down, so I'm gonna get to them. This one looks quite tough to put into branches, but otherwise the other trees are actually quite, well, not exactly easy, but not exactly tough. Alrighty, strap the load down. I'm gonna put more straps on than usual because this is quite an... Yeah, this one is... I'm not even gonna bother. It's just gonna stick out. I know that's illegal. I should not and would not go on the road with a load like this in real life, but this is not real life, and as I said multiple times, farming simulator logging physics is not the best, so Yeah. So the rain is still going. I'm gonna drop this load of logs off at the sawmill, and I'm gonna return back here and try to do the rest of the trees and harvest the last field. I just have to wait for the rain to stop. But yeah, otherwise we are looking quite good. I was always afraid of these trees that have big branches, because I was under the impression that they are gonna be extremely difficult to put into a trailer. But looking at this, no, well. Yeah. I'm not driving out of this situation, am I? Yeah, this is so you are not seeing what I'm doing at the moment. You are completely blind and oblivious to everything that's going on. What crash? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh man. Yeah, so it turns out that it's not as hard to load these trees as I thought it would be, so yeah. I guess it would pay to do logging with these trees. But the automated harvesters that cut up logs, like the Komatsu I was using a few episodes ago, they are very fast and very easy to use, and it's quite a joy to load logs from that. So the rain has officially stopped, but we are still getting some droplets here and there, and I am delivering the load of wood. Yay. Alright, I think this is gonna be perfect. So all straps are off. And let's sell it. Well, unload it. Good. 41,000 liters. So minus 17, that's... we put 24,000 liters in. Good. Sounds perfect. And since it's officially stopped raining, I'll return with the truck back to the logging place. And I'll restart the rice harvest. Good. Right, back at the logging ground. It does look quite different already, doesn't it? Mind you, the rain has stopped completely, so I'm gonna return to the rice fields. But yeah, if I... Ooh, you know what? You know what I could do? No, not construction. I could actually go and buy a spray can and tag the trees that need felling. Now, what color would be visible? Let's buy this one. Yellow marking spray. Can I mark you? I can't. But I will definitely mark you. Yes. And you must go. And let's take you down also. How cool. You can be marked. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I could mark that tree. And definitely you. And you... I'm just playing, you know, this. There's not much gist to this. This one's gonna be a doozy, I believe. Cool. Good. So I have X marks the spot. But let me go into rice harvester and let's begin harvesting the last pieces of these fields. So I have to take down the headland over here, and I need to move the harvester down to harvest the third field we own, and that's gonna be it. Okay, let me put the auger pipe out so I can unload the rice while I come down to the third field. Slowly but surely. There's no rush. And the pipe is on the right side, so I think I'll have to come like this, unload, and then jump into the field. Oh, more? Well, I am dropping the rice on the ground, but yeah. Auger in, and let's put the dragon, well, not the dragon, what is this? This is Iziki, I think. Completely forgot. So I will harvest this from the in-cab view. Am I missing actually? I think I'm missing. Whoopsie. Yeah, I haven't been doing this for much time, so I'm bound to not have the feel or the width. Okay, can I do this? Probably not the correct procedure of harvesting rice, but it's fine. And yeah, look at that, we already have 300 liters, so the rain must quite severely lower your yield. It would be interesting to know how much exactly the yield lowers when you are harvesting during the rain. Come on. I was under the impression this is a wider harvester, but no, we are actually sitting quite on the edge of the harvesting head. Is this considered a head? Yeah, so when you're using steering wheel to control tracked vehicles in Farming Simulator, you sometimes have some trouble because they don't really want to behave like a regular vehicle. And when you're stationary, for example, and you want to go forward, sometimes the left and right movement actually, yeah, like this. I put it in reverse. I still have my cruise control activated and the vehicle doesn't know what to do. So I have to take it off of the cruise control and then reset it. This is just one of the quirks. It's nothing, you know, game breaking or stuff like that. It's just a quirk you need to be aware of if you're using a steering wheel. I guess it would, yeah, I guess the issue would go away if you would have a bigger dead zone on your steering wheel. But I like to have zero dead zone on steering because it's much more realistic and you can control your tractors more smoothly, and vehicles on the road you can control them more smoothly. So yeah, I will not do any dead zone on the steering wheel. I think I have 1% dead zone on my paddles, just in case. So the vehicles don't move when I am not pressing any pedals, but that's it, yeah. Nothing else. It's so fun because this harvester turns on a dime, like a forklift. So if you're skilled enough, you can continue driving with the cruise control and simply just turn around, do a pirouette like this. Whee! And we already have the same amount of rice in the hopper as we had from the whole previous field. So I guess the dampening effect of rain is quite a lot, detrimental effect. Dancing with tears in my eyes. Yeah, and it's Aiziki brand. It's the same brand that was introduced in FS22 as part of a Japanese tractor package. I guess they were already setting the stage for FS25. In any case, I'll see you when the field is done. Alright, the field is harvested. It's just these two specks left. These two tufts, and I have emptied out the harvester once, so this is basically the second time I'm gonna empty it. So we have 3060 liters of rice in the truck, and as said, this is quite more than that middle field, so I did make a mess out of it. In any case, I'm gonna take the truck and unload it into the grain mill, and I will take this one to the garage. It doesn't need repair, but it does need a wash down. This vehicle has not been washed since I've had it. So yeah, and it desperately needs more fuel. I'm guessing it doesn't have a really big fuel tank, so we can actually check that. It's such a slow vehicle that I can move out. So the fuel tank is 105 liters. Okay, well, it's some. It's more than your average car. At least European cars have 40 to 80 liters, I think, fuel tanks. Depends on the type and the size of the vehicle. Okay, so yeah, Aiziki Japan 6130. Let me wash you. It's a well-deserved wash. And it's also such a cool thing that actually water beads collect on the vehicle when you wash them. So they actually look wet and they shine more than they would usually. Alright, now for the fuel. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is gonna be it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.